Hello friend, this is Anush Tiwari, MITIS Academy online classes for UPSC, BPSC, JPSC, Judiciary and other competitive exams. Friends, today we are going to talk an important topic actually newly introduced by BPSC in men's examination, and that is essay paper, and which carries the 300 marks, and there are three essays, and each carries the 100 marks. So my question is how to score the maximum marks and good marks. So firstly, two questions just I am asking. First, how to write an effective essay. First, and second, I am just asking how to go ahead throughout the essay. That is my second question. So friends, as you know that the every essay there are three parts, as you know. First, introduction, second, bodies, and conclusion. So how to give the effective introductions. So my suggestion is that to start your introduction with quotation, poems, stories, and taking the all those things from the well-known personality. For example, if you are taking the quotation of Vivekananda and Rabindranath Tagore and Mahatma Gandhi, definitely it would be effective in your examination, in your paper. And second, I am saying you can take the texts from the important books like Bhagavad Gita, Ramayan, Chaupai. You can use all those things for right for good writing. And so next, just I'm telling, after that you can write your body. There is definitely in body you can divide into two parts. First, causes and consequences. So just I am telling, the causes and consequences both are very important. And causes and consequences divided into the three parts. So first, just I am telling you the consequences. You can take the example from the politics, you can take the example from the sports, you can take the example from not the sports and politics. You can also include the economy in this section. Also, you try to add all the reports, important reports given by the all the important institution, international institution, national institution, and regional institutions. So friends, you try to describe your essay in such a manner, so definitely you will get good marks. And one my suggestion for writing an essay, for especially introductions, and I'm telling you introduction about introductions and conclusion. So friends, it is my small suggestion. If you are you just try to prepare your introductions and conclusion, especially on the basis of just I'm telling from your mind, and take the few topics. Just I am telling you, for example, you can take the topic like agriculture, like women, like flood, science and technology, and these are burning topics for your exams. So you try to make your introductions on the basis of from your mind, and from the various sources you can take it. My next session to you, and advice to you, it is better to take the introductions and conclusion from the toppers copy, and try to deliver in your examination as it is. You don't need to change it anything. You try to write it as it is, and definitely you will score good marks. Now today we are going to talk on an important topic. You can see the essay on this topic. Actually, this topic is taken from the UPSC 2022 essay paper, and this our topic is one has to win the internal battle to awaken their consciousness. So here, important topic, and now we are going to start our essay from the quotation from the Bhagavad Gita 6.6. As you know that here you can see, the who has conquered the mind is the best friend, but for the one who has failed to do so, his mind will remain the greatest enemy. So, friends, this is very effective quotations. You can start because you can see the questions from the internal battle, and now the internal. Now we are going to start our paragraph. Internal battle. Just I am trying to explain the internal battle. Internal battle is the state of mind in which the individual is not able to decide what should be their next decision as per the future plan of action, and life has the several occasions in which the mind suffers from the a dilemma, and Srimad Bhagavad Gita ascribes to the Arjuna a state of minds in the battle of Kurukshetra when the Arjuna was surrounded by the Kauras army. He then became the trapped in his emotions, looking after the Bhishma Pitama and Guru Dronacharya. It is really the very beautiful story. Just I am telling you, Arjuna. Arjuna faced two kinds of the battle at the point. At that point, one is the inner battle, and the other is the external battle. External battle is basically the battle of the Kurukshetra in which the Arjuna was supposed to fight against the Kauravas. And internal battle is basically the battle with his the emotion with which the Arjuna fought with himself. So next paragraph, definitely it is very effective paragraph, and just definitely it's a beautiful story, and you can see how can I describe it. And next you can see the next paragraph. uh, Internal battle is the battle in which the individual has to fight with his weakness, such as anger, ego, delusion, desires, worldly attachment, and definitely these are the important words. These definitely you try to underline these words. It would be effective, and you can get the extra marks. Definitely you need to do underline these words. Next line. The Arjuna carrots, which was driven by the Sri Krishna, had the five horses, which symbolize five basic human senses: touch, sight, hearing, smell, and taste. You also, because the five words, these are very important, and you try to underline this, and definitely it would be also effective. And next line, you try to get these senses are the sources of the human desire. Individuals have to fight against all the illuminant of these the worldly desire which emerge from these the senses. And Sri Krishna symbolized the consciousness. If the command of the senses comes in the hand of the consciousness, then it leads to the awakening of the individual, and individual the individual will achieve the permanent state of consciousness. Awakening, awakening of consciousness will only be achieved through the inner battle. The majority of the individual is the slave of his mind. Slave, what the mind wants, they rule in it and live life just to fulfill it. And now, for the next paragraph, you can see the consciousness is simply self awareness. The more mindful you are of your thoughts and ideas, the more cautious you will become, and full stop. The more you learn about yourself and the world, comma, and the more enlightened you will become. And this awareness is the personal and unique to you. If you can put your feelings into the words, they are the part of your consciousness. So now the next paragraph, consciousness is the form of now we are defining the consciousness. So it is also important. Consciousness is a form of action or process. It is controlled by the brain, just like any other behavior. When any individual has to concentrate in its objective to attain it by the abandonment and of the sensual pleasure and comfort, he is truly battling in the battlefield where he is the fighting with his uncontrolled mind every second. Now, when the individual mind is brought under the control, awakening and the enlightenment begin to occur gradually, yeah, definitely, and the awakening of the consciousness leads to the individual detachment from the superficial outer luxury and the desire to achieve the something that truly the meaningful instigated. And now, in the next paragraph, you may battle someone and take his the possessions, but if you win your mind, you can rule the entire universe. The question now is how trump over the mind aids in the conquest of the entire cosmos. To understand this, we must examine our the cognitive process and the inner understanding. So the next paragraph, when we move on the path that the controls our mind, then it is in this process we are actually exploring our mind. The human mind is as complex as the universe, and the exploring the human mind is like the exploring the universe. Full stop. If and the individual succeeds in knowing his mind, he will be well aware of the universe. When your mind wakes up to a new reality, a new origin, or a new realization, it is an awakening. And definitely it is very helpful in common life. It is also very important to take to follow the Bhagavad Gita. Next, we are going to now the next paragraph. It is true that a person who has control over his mind and the thoughts may achieve anything in life. However, our mind is frequently unstable, disobedient, and dissatisfied. Full stop. You spend your entire life thinking and working about your career, family, relationship, trumps, and failures, and difficulties and struggles. So, full stop. Then, all of the sudden, you understand that there is more to life, and then the chase of the momentary pleasure, it is an awakening. It is very good describing by the how can you awake. Now, the next paragraph. There is the Mahabharata that each person must confront. Only those whose consciousness controls their mind would be able to win this war of Mahabharata. He advised Arjuna that he may achieve total perfection in life by mastering his mind. He makes it very evident that nobody can achieve the serenity and happiness in life without control over their mind. So it is very important. And now the next paragraph. Sri Krishna advised Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita to surrender himself before the carrying out his responsibility. If you consider the Sri Krishna to be the causes and the Arjuna to be the body, then the consciousness is telling to the body to act the exclusively under its the supervision, so that the body of Arjuna might win the internal battle of daily life, that is Mahabharata. It is very beautiful story, just I am telling you. And when a person tries to concentrate in one spot, his mind tends to wander and travel here and there, knowing well that no important message will arrive. You start checking your social media platforms every few minutes, but you check since it is difficult for you to focus on your task. So definitely, this is my advice to everyone to put total concentration on your work. No need to look here and there. So now, since difficult for the to focus on your task, you begin working once again. But after a short while, you turn to exploring the internet. You search. You search for the recent news. You often check the Twitter, Facebooks, and WhatsApp. You take the breaks that are unnecessary. You discuss stuff with the co-workers to pass the time. So now the final paragraph. I am going to read it. The mind begins to think in an uncontrolled manner, and draining all of the body's conserved energy. When you realize that your energy and the time are exhausting by thinking about the irrelevant subject, that you will try to manage his attention by the focusing in one spot. Therefore, you spend the several hours or even the days doing a task that you might have finished in a few hours of focused full stop. And this is a continuous effort that and the individual must undertake. Full stop. Essentially, this method serves as a learning and a self-exploration tool, and he makes a lot of mistake while the learning, but he gains the expertise by attempting the several times. This ongoing the endeavor is basically a mental struggle, which we might call Mahabharata. So here we are going to describe the meditation to attach with the Vedic says. Meditation was used by the ancient Vedic says to calm the minds and raise the consciousness. They concentrated on the sanctifying the characteristics and the transcendental shapes. They would compel them to refocus on the meditation subject. You must not, however, give up. You will be the ultimately the master your mind by the constant practice, as the practice leads to perfection. As a result of the practice, consciousness grew and spread. The mind waxed as a result on the consistent effort, which leads to perfection. And now the finally we are trying to bind up this essay with the beautiful quotation given by the Mahatma Gandhi. You can see here, according to the letter of the Gita, it is possible to say that the warfare is the consistent with the renunciation of fruit. Definitely you can do this in such a manner. Firstly, you try to describe your start introduction with important quotations, poems, and stories given by from the all well-known books or from the well-known personality, and you try to bind up your or the you try to last finish or give the conclusion with. Also, you can take the example with the other quote. You can give the another quote or poem with this essay, and definitely it would be helpful. One thing is important to use the words. So in an essay, definitely the 1,000 words is enough, or no need to use more than 1,000 words. So write to describe your essay in a precise, concise, or systematic manner, and try to connect the your essay with current and ancient time. You try each and everything in a good manner, so definitely you will get good marks. Friends, just I'm telling you, the you try to make your conclusion or the introductions from the topper's copy. I'm directly saying you, there is no need to confuse yourself, because it is only a good way to score good marks in your examination. Friends, if you want to ask any question to me, definitely you can ask, and I will give you answer. Next essay I will deliver very soon, and as well as I will try to give the next essay on especially I will try to give next essay on flood, especially because it is also important for your men's examination. So friends, thank you. If you want to ask any question, you can ask. Thank you, friends.